Hey, Heavens Jewels, it's your girl Sierra, the chain breaking Cinderella, your favorite Mary Kate girl, Ew, and your favorite Christian freedom life coach. What it do? We are back at it again with day 3 of the 10-day heart detox and my reactions and review. All right, today was a good day. It's absolutely beautiful. God did his big one. So today the topic was joy and why am I like this? So following up after yesterday's topic, which was who am I and love. Um, well, let me backtrack. Let me rewind. I'm sorry. Because yesterday after I posted the video that I created for day 2, um, I went to counseling. I went to counseling and had a beautiful session, and we just worked on some things regarding my ability to trust myself, my ability to um, just trust in who I am and trust in my identity, my abilities, my skills, my strengths, and even in my weaknesses. And um we spoke a lot about my upbringing and my childhood. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know what led me to do it, but I ended up speaking with my mom, who I have not spoken with in so long. Um, I will let you know that I am the cutoff queen, okay? And so it's kind of like God was getting on my butt yesterday, regarding the topic of love. Like I said yesterday, like I've come to realize that, I don't know. I say I love love, but I don't operate in it as well as I could or as I should. There obviously, the more that we grow, the more that we live, and the closer we get to God and to Christ, like, of course, you know, you're going to, as long as you're healing, as long as you're healing and the goal is to be more like Christ, then you're going to fall short in areas, right? So obviously I fall short in the area of love because I'm not Christ. I'm not perfect. Um and so yesterday just realized, like, okay, yeah, I am who I am. And if I'm a hot mess in some seasons, if I'm a hot mess in some areas, then that is okay, right? Um but God's love is God's love is his love regardless, right? His love is unconditional. What else? So, so spoke with my mom, had a beautiful, like, 2-hour conversation with her. And even the conversation with her, we were speaking about some of the things that I endured as a child. And so that kind of like boiled over into today's topic of why am I like this? Um, there were some things that my mom kind of like told me about me. So went to counseling and was dismantling some things that I thought was a part of my identity, or that I have carried out in my identity due to some upbringing, right? And then get on the phone with my mom, and Lord bless her heart, but there was some things that she even said about me, of my character or who I am, and I was just like, no, that's not true, right? So I did really good yesterday, like being able to not accept the things that were not who I was, right? So it's kind of like I got a greater sense of clarity and a greater boldness to be able to say, you know what? Wait a minute. You're saying that I am this, or you're saying that I do that, and that's not true. You're saying that that's my heart posture, and me knowing me, I know that's not true, right? So I was really proud of myself on that note. Um, and and then on top of that, I was because usually I would get offended. I would get offended, and like I said, like I'm the cutoff queen, right? So like the moment you offend me, the moment that you misunderstand me, or you belittle me, or undermine me, or you know what I'm saying? Like you don't agree with me, I'm gonna cut you off because I'm offended. But yesterday, after journaling and sitting in God's presence and doing the teaching, I was like, you know what, like I don't have to take offense to people misunderstanding me because that's their fault, right? Anyway, so beautiful revelation. um and boiling over to today about why am I like this and the topic of joy. Um, as of now, as I'm recording this, I haven't done the teaching just yet. I did the journal entry this morning, and this journal entry was a little bit easier than the first two, day one and day two. This day was much easier. Um, I will say that uh, went to work this morning and I did one thing. I did one assignment, and then I had to go do a final inspection on the last apartment that I just moved out of. So it's kind of like that chapter was closing. Um as I mentioned yesterday, in the detox workshop, the last series, I kind of correlated the heart to a house, and I just found it very very monumental, or very, I don't know the word, but I just very profound that, as I'm progressing in this detox, as I'm progressing and healing my heart, and the desires of my heart are changing, the the revelations of my heart, the understanding, the wisdom, the knowledge, as that is growing and that is changing, I'm moving into a new house and turning in the keys for the old one. So that was absolutely beautiful. And then after that, I was released from work and I was able to go participate and watch Mariah have a an assembly for school where she participated in singing in the choir. And, and then I was able to come home and clean up and just settle in some more and just sit in God's presence and just, fellowship in his joy. So it's been an absolutely beautiful day. Um, and I'm very encouraged. I'm excited. And I'm kind of like, okay, it seems like the hard part is over with the detox. I know I said in the other videos that, like the first few days are rough, and then towards the end, um, it gets a little easier. But it seemed like today was a little bit easier for me. Crosses my fingers because I don't know what tomorrow and the other days have in store. But yeah. So it was just, I guess, like the good thing about today was just being able to pinpoint, all right, here are some flaws that I have, some characteristics that I have, and um, some ideas and belief systems that I have. Oh, Bella, some belief systems that I have or whatnot that, hi, Bella. You gonna say hi to the people? Yeah. Okay. Say hi. Anywho, so um, so just being able to pinpoint those unfavorable parts of myself, and being able to pinpoint why I act out in that way, why I people perceive me that way, Um, and why I take offense to, um, when people don't perceive me in the right way, I suppose. Yeah. So just being able to pinpoint and be like, aha, you know, this happened 25 years ago, 30 years ago, or what have you, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, this thing happened. And now I'm kind of like walking with a limp because of it. And so now I can correct that posture, right? Now that I know, all right, so here's the issue, here's the thorn, let me pull it out and let me start to process and heal that thing and move accordingly. Right? So anyways, such a joyful day. I feel good. My house smells good. My heart feels light. It feels happy. Um, yeah. So that is all that I have for today. Not very much, but I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. And yeah, stick with me. I promise you it gets better. And there are heavenly rewards, right? There are rewards in heavenly places for us. Um, oh, you know what's crazy? Today I seen it like 3 times. I wonder if I can post it in this video. But I seen it like 3 times, like on the back of a car. It would say, "Do you follow Jesus this closely? Do you follow Jesus this closely?" Or did you pray today? And then there was a scripture that said, um, oh man, what was the scripture? I don't know, but it was out of Isaiah. And it was saying, those who seek the Lord, seek him while he may be found. Um, so I just find that absolutely beautiful that anytime I got in the car today and I was on the road, like there was a reminder of just how present God is in our life, right? Just car after car after car, back to back with messages about Jesus and how he is waiting for us to find him, how he is waiting for us to seek him and pray to him and be loved by him. Like that was just like a reminder of how intentional God is about us, and like somewhere in the Bible, don't quote me, but I want to say somewhere in the Bible it talks about how we are on his mind, right? Like God, we're on his mind 24/7 for eternity. Imagine that, right? And just being able to see that you know I don't know what was on my mind or what I was thinking about, probably all of my problems, probably just dwelling on the past because we are purging um some past things, we are purging the ugly things. So probably thinking about things that no longer served me, and as I'm doing that, here comes a car that gets in front of me and it's reminding me of Jesus's love, right? So on this day, yeah, he's just been placing his joy before me, right? Um, but yeah, that's all I got for today. All right. Um, yeah, stick in there, detox that heart, baby, detox it, okay? And let's see how it goes. All right. Toodles, love you, oodles and boodles. Bye.